Man, oh man, talk about a beautiful green day on this wonderful Friday. Check it out. Palantir stock is up 4.6% right now, building off of the gains from yesterday. And let me tell you guys, the indexes right now in general are absolutely crushing it. So we have a lot to go over in this video. If y'all find value, smash that like button, make sure to subscribe, and do not forget to get up to 16 stocks for Moo, guys. I'm telling you, this is the best promo right now by far. You can get a free share of SoFi stock and 5 more stocks, each up to $2,000 with your initial $100 deposit. So use that link down below or go to stocksurfest.com/moo. We'll talk more about that later. And with that being said, guys, cheers. Let's dive right into the video. So like I said, man, Palantir stock is building off of the gains from yesterday, which you guys probably saw. Yesterday, the stock went up over 20% or right around 20%. And today we ended up ripping at open yet again, kind of like what we saw yesterday. Well, I guess yesterday we uptrended all pre-market, then we popped that open, and we saw something very similar today. Not so much the uptrending at during pre-market, but we popped like crazy once the markets open. It looks like here Palantir opened under $18 a share. You heard that right, under $18 per share, and we ran all the way to over $19 in the first 30 minutes of trading. You guys can see we hit pretty much $17.90 at open, and we went all the way to $19.08. That was a move of just under 7% for Palantir, which is out of this world, guys. Again, considering yesterday the stock went up, pretty much through the moon, right? Or to the moon. Well, not really to the moon, but you guys know what I mean, right? It went up pretty much 20% on the day. So Palantir now is breaking above a very key level. Let's talk about this very quickly, break down the key levels, then we'll break down the indexes in a couple of minutes, which let me tell you guys, man, all these indexes are up big time. The Russell, NASDAQ, the Dow, the S&P 500, the VIX is down. So yeah, it's one of those days, man. It is one of those days. So you guys can see, if I pull up this time frame, hold on a second, you can see on the 20-day chart, now we're completely breaking above the low mid $18 range, which you all probably know that was a massive resistance from the middle of October. You guys can see we hit that point 1830, 1840 once, twice, 3, 4, 5, 6 times, countless times, guys, about a month ago, a little less than a month ago. And now with today's move, we're breaking right out of it. And mind you, yesterday we actually failed at 1830 as well, right? So we didn't break out of that point yesterday, but with today's move, again, like I said, we are breaking out of that point, and obviously we're well above the moving averages on this 20-day chart. We have a golden cross, all that good stuff. And if I pull up, let's say, the 4-hour chart, now you're going to get an idea of where we could be going next. Keyword is could. Nothing's guaranteed, guys, obviously, in the stock market, but there's no doubt that momentum is in the bulls' favor right now. And let me actually redraw this trend line. Oops, not create alert. Wrong button there, guys. Let me clear the drawing set and redraw this this trend line so you guys can see 1830 to 1850. That was not only resistance in the middle of October, but also from back in the middle of July, end of July, where we hit 1840, 1850. Then we dumped down to about $16. Then we rocketed up to $20. So yeah, man, now that we broke out of that 1850 level, this is great for the bulls. And the next main resistance in the short term that we could be going to, keyword is could, is at about $20, $20.25, right by the highs from the beginning of August, which was right before the last earnings report, which you guys can see we kind of ran into the earnings report last time, then we dumped afterwards, kind of a buy the rumor, sell the news event. And today, or not today, but this earnings report, this go around when we got the earnings yesterday, it was the opposite essentially, right? We sold off into earnings, got way beaten down from around 18 down to about 14.40. That was a drop of 20%. And we actually saw the opposite happen, right? Kind of sell the rumor, buy the news, if that term even exists, right? It's kind of the opposite what we saw here. Now we're in this gap right here, to the point where I would not be surprised if we were to go up to $20, maybe over $20. Probably not today. I mean, considering we only have a couple more hours of trading, but maybe at some point next week, that could be in the cards. What do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. And if we pull the layers back a little bit more on the 3-year chart now, if we do ultimately break $20 per share, where could Palantir be going? Well, let me show you guys some key levels past 20 to $21 per share. We have this key one right here. Let me draw this out for you guys. I mean, this is more towards the top of the 20s, but we can see here $27.50. If I draw this out, well, I already drew it out. If I get these little circle tools out to show you guys, this spot right here was resistance, right about $27 in the end of 2021, middle of 2021, beginning of 2021, and you guys can see we peaked above $27, almost to $30 in September of 2021, so over 2 years ago, guys. So that could be where we go on an extended breakout. But overall, guys, look, this is the window that we're going to be trading in my opinion. That is, nothing's guaranteed. If we are able to crack over the 20s, right? We're going to be in this range right here, which is where we were playing, where the stock was trading all throughout pretty much 2021. Yes, we did hit $45 early on in 2021, but that was very short-lived. That barely held. And to be honest, in my opinion, the fundamentals of the company back then, 2.5 years ago, almost 3 years ago now, they did not justify that valuation. I think it was way too overvalued. Palantir, back when the stock was at 45, let's be honest here, guys, it was just in the hype. That was the hype time period of the stock market. I mean, everything was going up. The memes were going up. Meme stocks were going up. The unprofitable companies, their stocks were going up. Everything was going up. Growth stocks were through the roof, right? And Palantir got swept up in that rally. It got to 45, way overvalued. Then it went all the way down to $5, man. In hindsight, looking back at that, unbelievable, from 45 to $5. And now we're finally starting to crawl our ways. It's starting to crawl out of that hole, which again, if we break $20.50, which I'll put my alert there right now, we could be playing right back in that window. What do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments section, and let's quickly run through these indexes right now before we do wrap up the video, because, well, I'm going to make another video after this talking about some other movers like DraftKings, Square, Virgin Galactic. So make sure you guys subscribe. There will be another video coming out in a couple of hours. So right now we have the Russell up almost 3%. I mean, geez Louise, this thing's gapping up above the 50 SMA on the 4-hour chart, you guys can see. And now we're pretty much above this support, which is really good for the bulls. You can see we held support at around 1,700 back in March, April, May, into June, you name it. And also back in the beginning of October, we held 1,700, popped a little bit, but then we flushed right under it, right? We went down to 1,630. And now we're starting to gap right back up. We're back in the mid-high 1700s. And to be honest, guys, this looks like it wants to start going up to test that 180 moving average, being about, at about 1850. I would not be surprised if we did have some more upside, in this rally on the Russell. The NASDAQ, let's pull up triple Q and see what's going on here. This is at the top of the, the channel here, the downwards channel at the big resistance spot right now, at about 370, 375. That needs to break for the bulls. We're not getting the confirmation yet, but who knows, man? Maybe at some point next week, we do get that confirmation. And SPY right now is completely on fire as well, but not quite yet breaking above the that resistance, big resistance at the top of the channel here. My alert's at 440. We'll see if it breaks. And let's see what the good old Dow Jones is looking like right now, which if I clear the drawing set, you guys can see. Let me get the channel tool out. Let me get that out right now. You guys can see. You guessed it, we're at the top of this channel on the Dow Jones as well. You can see right here we have clear resistance, boom, 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 you guys see that? Boom. So, yeah, at this point, Dow Jones at a big spot. This needs to break 34,500, 35,000 points. Needs to break for the Bulls. And time will tell, man. Time will tell. So, what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe here on YouTube. It's free. You might as well follow me on X as well, at Stocks Talk Stocks. Link down below. And if for some reason you guys haven't gotten your free stocks yet for Moo, feel free to use that link down below or go to stocksurfest.com/Moo. Once you open up your account and fund it with your initial $100 deposit, you get 5 stocks right off the bat, each up to $2,000, and you get a free share of SoFi stock on top of those stocks. And if you want to up the ante a little bit, fund your account at least $1,000. You get 10 more stocks, totaling 16 stocks, again, each up to $2,000. So use that link down below or go to stocksurfest.com/Moo. Get your stocks. And with that being said, cheers. I'll catch you guys later.